terminology were they using again?
You the term girl.
They were saying essential.
Essential.
Yes. They were saying that, oh, we need essential workers. So when everyone was shut down, we were still open because we put our licenses up front and said we are essential workers.
What
right?
is the time? To another episode of UnVeil. My name is Nicole Bozell, and on this platform, I interview women of color to discover the beauty that lives within them. We also take a closer look through their eyes at their interpretation at what they define as beautiful. My guests today live up to their family's last name because they are definitely the Jules in the luxury spa market. Wendy and Carla Nelson are the owners of Fleur De Lis Beauty and Esthetics located in Brooklyn, New York. They are clinicians and sisters who specialize in chemical peels, IV hydration, laser facials, and so much more. Fleur De Lis seems plausible, as I paused, to name their business this because they are devoted to bring an element of freshness to the city of Brooklyn so their personal care can be inclusive, equitable, and a lifestyle for all. So welcome, Wendy.
We love it.
I need that.
Of course. Thank you guys so much for doing this interview today. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I wanted to actually start off this interview with a post that you guys posted on March of 2021. I'm going to read it off my phone. It was to the Wall Street Journal, and it says this: "Thank you at Wall Street Journal for this feature. We're so excited to stand amongst many other businesses in New York City that are working hard to ensure our doors stay open through these hard times due to the pandemic. Despite many of the big banks turning us away, that didn't stop our dream to change our community and provide and normalize luxury in our community. Self-care is important now more than ever. Our dream wasn't just for us, but our community. We asked God to use us to help impact others." And there was a quote that you guys quoted from Ava DuVernay: "If your dream is only about you, then it is too small."
Absolutely.
So I wanted to tap into that because you know, when I read that, I think about like Tyler Perry, right?
Yeah.
And how he said, you know what, he was not going to fight to try to be in LA, to try to create a name for himself. He said, you know what, I'm just going to build something here in Atlanta. Has now created like pretty much a whole new ecosystem surrounding around his, you know, studios and his production and just everything happening outside of Atlanta. I mean, Atlanta was definitely pivotal during COVID for movies because there were other states and other that were completely shut down, but Atlanta was definitely popping. They bypassed whatever was going on, but they definitely migrated there to really work on any projects. And I'm saying this all to say that you guys are born and raised in Brooklyn, right? Yes. Born and raised in Brooklyn. You could have easily said, you know what, we're going to go to the Upper West Side. We're going to go to the Lower East Side. We're going to go somewhere in Manhattan to allow our, you know, clients to be able to see that, yes, this, you know, we're luxury, we're here, and people identify Manhattan as being luxury. But Brooklyn is just as luxurious, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's not even better.
It's facts. So, you know, I want to just tap into like, how has the response been for your luxury spa, FDL, residing in Brooklyn?
So the response has been overwhelming, I will say, to the least. We're so excited. Sorry, Wendy's just plugging in to ensure that we don't lose power. The response has been amazing, mainly because it wasn't there. We created a lane, or, you know, we were kind of the pioneers to be creating this lane for us and women of color because we didn't see it for us. So when you don't see something and everyone's complaining about this one situation, what can you do besides create it yourself?
Exactly.
And when I tell you, when they say Black people don't support Black people, that's a lie.
Complete.
Especially in our case, because Our clients are 99.9% women of color, affluent women, young women, older women. They all come through for us and they're consistent. So the response has been overwhelming.
Right. Where's Maury Povich when you need him?
I know, right?
Oh my gosh, that is great. So Wendy, how are you feeling as well? How would you feel about that?
Same. I the other day a client walked in and she goes, "I'm so happy you're here. I used to go all the way to Upper East to go get these services done. And the fact that I could just literally run out of bed and have this space that's really beautiful and it's also in my neighborhood, it gives the place so much value." And she's so happy about it. So we get these responses all day and emails and text messages, people. So we're just so happy that we can serve the community in that way.
Yeah, so I have a chemical peel on now, actually.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Yeah.
But we did. I said, for the sake of the interview, I'm just coming on.
Look, you are selling. You are selling it literally. You're selling FDL literally. Look, I know that we want to just like leave the past, right? It's like 2020 is like long and gone. We don't want to think about it. We've moved forward. We moved past it, but you know, I ultimately believe like it's a part of your story because, you know, it's a part of your story. It's a part of everyone's story because it transitioned a lot of how individuals thought that they navigated through life, how, you know, businesses were functioning at one point, you know, and how they had to really shift in another way of actually incorporating the internet in some kind of way or another, or social media in some kind of way if they've never done it before. And for you guys, what would you say was the major pivot you both recognized when opening Fleur De Lis, FDL, during the height of COVID in 2020?
So the question is, where do we see the pivot?
Yeah, when did you guys see? So when was the major pivot you both recognized, right? Because you guys opened, listen, prior to you guys, like everyone has had their business going a certain way, right? And you already possibly were already processing, hey, we're going to just flow with this certain kind of way. But now you have to ultimately shift in the thick of it. So it's like, okay, wait a minute, now what do we do? Because this is something completely different. We don't have clients coming in. We have to now how to function our business in a different kind of way, wearing masks and even trying to making sure and ensuring everyone feels safe, right? So what would you say was the major pivot you both recognized when opening FDL during the height of COVID in 2020?
So during the height of COVID, at the end of the day, Carla and I are both clinicians. So safety, infection control is always a top priority here. So we always made sure that we had HEPA filters to make sure that the air was circulating properly in the space. People masks, we did temperature checks. If you were sick, obviously, you know, you had to not frequent the space. Hand washing is number one, you know, so we really made it a priority to ensure that people are coming and they feel safe. We steamed our chairs, the rooms are steamed after every visit, and we still uphold those protocols, so not so strict in the terms of like temperature checks and like how it was in this height of it, but we still maintain the cleanliness protocol. Also too, people just wanted a space where even in the height of it, they can still get self-care. Because imagine you stayed in your home all day, Zoom school, meetings, everything. You're looking at yourself in the camera all day long. And you're like, girl, I need help. So we were so happy to be able to foster a space where people could come on their lunch breaks, after work, you know, on their days off, to get that corrective skincare and also a little bit of love in the same breath.
I would like to also add on, that was great. Like Wendy said,
Thank you, Carla.
Like Wendy said, we are registered nurses, right? So at the time when the pandemic was in its height, we were already on the verge of offering IV hydration, which is something that a lot of people weren't offering, right? Wow. And that kind of set us apart because during the pandemic, the studies have shown high doses of vitamin C intravenously and zinc would definitely fight off and help with lung perfusion. Right? And fight.
So smart.
Okay, now.
Come on, you better do it. So we put that at the forefront of our services, where you know, we showed ourselves to be the what terminology were they using again?
You the term girl.
They were saying essential.
Yes.
They were saying that, oh, we need essential workers. So when everyone was shut down, we were still open because we put our licenses up front and said, we're essential workers.
What
right?
is the timing of that?
What we're doing, exactly. What we're doing is essentially saving people's lives. And we weren't lying.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that they were giving in the hospitals, vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, we were able to do it right in office.
Yeah.
And we have a position here as well.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? I mean, you saying that you're like, you know, we're saving people's lives. And it wasn't just only just within the medicines and everything that you needed, but it was also mental. Because people, I mean, just to kind of get, I mean, Lord, everyone, I know you love your children out there, but I was like, let me give you 5 minutes just to go just do something for myself. Yeah, I remember that.
That was a major thing.
Yeah, I remember that video that Kim Kardashian had posted when her daughter was just in the bathroom. She's like, I just want 5 minutes just to look. So I totally get that. I was like, that actually makes complete sense. And look at the timing of that, to saying that all of these other businesses, they only just have their business. But to know that you guys actually have put your license at the forefront, it allowed you guys to keep your business open.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh
my goodness.
It was you know, that's why we always say we operate under grace. You know, we operate under favor. We don't necessarily operate in our own might.
Not at all.
Because there's certain things that you're like, there's no way.
There's no way.
You know,
never thought of it.
There's no
timing
way.
of it all.
And the timing, even when, you know, they had officers walking down Flatbush, up and down Flatbush. Public safety officers giving people citations if they were open. And other spas were calling us like, how are you open? We were like, well, we're nurses. So anytime they came, they were like, let me see your
Thank you, mommy, for making sure that we we did something.
Exactly. So it worked in our favor, but not by our own might, but by the grace of God.
Oh, amen.
Terminology.
Hey, look, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
You know, that's a great segue into my next question, because last year you both had two major, like, separate, like, serious situations that you guys had to deal with. In April, Wendy, you had surgery.
Yes.
You know, removing your fibroids that you shared with us on the FDL Instagram. And then Carla, you had some cardiac.
No, it was still Wendy.
All me. It was me.
Still Wendy.
2022. I was the
soldier. Okay. And this was like a week before, Carla, you were doing the marathon.
The marathon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what I want to talk about, because, you know, being owners of businesses, it can be, you know, when someone is their own business, they want to just feel like they have this level of just power, right? They just want to just, they're afraid to relinquish anything to anyone, because they're just like, oh my gosh, like, I know how to function. I know how to run my business. I know how to, I know how the ins and outs of it. And so when one of you guys is out, how do you guys let the machine still run? How does the train keep going? You know,
so here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
When it comes to the power, we don't have the power. The power belongs to the people.
Yeah.
They're our boss, right?
Okay, right.
If you are relying on yourself, and you know, a lot of people feel like, I'm an entrepreneur, I own my own business, I'm the boss. You're not the boss. No, the people are the boss, because if they don't come, who are you bossing? What are you doing? You know? So we definitely keep our clients at the forefront of everything. And in the two health incidents that I had last year, you know, last year was a doozy. My sister, our team has been able to hold it down, and our clients were so accommodating.
Yeah.
You know, because I even, after I had surgery, I went to work a little bit earlier than I wanted to, because I'm like, damn, I can't let Carla drown.
It's the Haitian in us. We just can't, we can't sit down.
You know, and I came to work, and my client looked at me like, first of all, why are you here? And why am I here? I should have never came, you know? So what she did, she took me home. She was like, no, I'm dropping you. Yeah. Oh, that's the kind of people that we service, that are empathetic, that are passionate about us just as much as we're passionate about them.
Yeah.
So again, to answer your question, Carla literally had to juggle motherhood, juggle being a wife, also holding down these services. And also too, our clients were like, take your time. We're here.
Yeah.
You know, just hurry up because we don't want to be out here looking like DJ Khaled. So we need our laser. We need our laser, but we're waiting for you.
It's so true. And again, we can't take all the credit for our own.
We had a great team. We had a great team.
Forget about it. If, you know, we're not perfect as business owners.
No.
In general. No.
In God's glory.
We're not perfect.
Wendy, like, speak for yourself.
I know, right? But we maintain and run our business in full transparency.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Right? So anything that's going on with us, we let the people know, like, hey, Wendy's going into surgery. This is what's going on. We let them interview the doctor. We run as a community, and we want to make sure that our clients are happy and feel safe just as much as we feel safe, because it's a community situation. It's a community run business. Yeah. Although we're at the forefront of it, we're here based in a place where we grew up. And it's essential to the area, and they want say in who's going to be governing or touching us too. So I have to say that the clients were very understanding. They were very supportive. They checked in,
sent flowers, arrangements.
It was just like ridiculous, and not to say in the bad way, but in a good way, how much support we received. So I wasn't by myself. Like, they would send us food. Clients will send me food for lunch. They like, he's not here.
It's like a relationship.
I'll be holding you down.
Or they would check in, like, are you okay? I know, you know, how's everything going? Like, it's really like very surreal, almost, our clients. We be throwing hands for our clients.
Oh my God. It's a relationship. It's really a relationship. As you keep talking, I'm like, oh my gosh, really, it creates, and the transparency, it allows to have a level of loyalty. You know, to feel like, you know what, I feel so loyal to them because they are being real, you know, because a lot of times when you're on, you know, people's businesses and they want to resist and they want to fight back with clients. And it's like, that's the issue. Like, you have to recognize, I'm not saying that about the fact of being humble, but the fact of saying to yourself, hey, listen, like, actually hear what somebody is saying. If you actually hear it, they would feel very comfortable to say, I'll come back again. You know, so so that's definitely I want to be a part of the FDL. I gotta come up here. For sure. So when we're on like social media and we're seeing social media, I mean, like Instagram, TikTok, which is just insane. Everyone has their like recommendations as to like the things you should do at home and things you should do to just maintain your skin. What would you say is how early or when would you recommend clients to begin skincare treatments? Because look, I mean, I'm in my 30s, right? So growing up, my women that I had seen growing up outside of my mother, you know, were like Lisa Bonet and like the Nia Longs, you know, so everything was really like, there was really no makeup, right? So everything was about skin. So in some way or another, you took care of your skin, you know, as much as you could understand, as far as like with heavy creams or, you know, Vaseline, you know, whatever was available. Yeah, Pond's, whatever was like available. Yeah, but I'm finding now, like, you know, with the foods that we eat, how the sun is now, like, there's just, it's definitely can affect our skin in some kind of way, and especially with the youth. So what would you say, and how early would you recommend for, you know, someone to begin, you know, their skincare treatments if they're acne prone or any type of like melasma or any type of issues that they may have that they want to treat?
I'll take that.
You will?
She's so annoying. I would say at least by 12, 13.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. The reason why is because one, we have to pull away from skincare, although we do market it as a luxury service. We have to pull away from that. A skincare is a necessity.
Yeah.
I can't, you know, repeat it enough, your skin is the largest organ in your body. Yeah. By the time something shows up like this on your skin, it already has manifested in your organs. The reason why you see young children or young women and men, they're breaking out during that puberty phase is because their hormones are manifesting in their body, which causes them to react on your skin. So we like to say your skin tells your sins, right? So I would say at age 13, 12, 13, also you want young women, especially young girls of color, to train them how to take care of themselves, right? Train them about, femininity and how to care for your body. Whereas, and I've seen this, parents who are not of color, they start training the girls at a very young age, taking them to the dermatologist, making sure they get their manicures. And they start this at maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, right? And we're late to the game. So that in order for us to kind of delay the trend from people coming in at 60 for their first facial, right? We want to start changing the language and how we feel about our skin and start talking more openly about skincare at the age, 12, 13. Yeah. Because
it's better to be preventative than corrective.
But what are we doing at 12, at someone who's 12 or 13 years old? Because they're not going to be able to do a chemical peel, are they? Or...
No, but proper cleansing.
Yes, proper cleansing. But also, you can do a chemical peel at 14. The VI peel essentially was created by an Indian physician for his daughter who was suffering from acne at 14.
Oh,
so that's a little history. Yeah, that's a little history that a lot of people don't know. Now Mara is the CEO of VI Peel, but it was started by her father. And, she's the CEO now. But it was for her when she was suffering from acne at the age of 14, right? So that's why I say you can get a chemical peel. There's certain people who are on tretinoids and medication, topical meds at the age of 14 to help slow down the acne and the progression. Absolutely. So that's why I say at the age of 14, you could start proper cleansing or understanding what trans fats and oils can do to your skin, understanding hydration and SPF usage. All those things could start at a very young age.
Are we gonna, but would food also be something that you guys would talk about or discuss with your clients too, if they're also doing with
food is the first thing.
Okay.
That's the best question you've ever asked. Like literally, because food is the first thing that we talk about, because your gut health determines your skin health, right? So whether or not you are taking probiotics or whether or not you're taking high doses of vitamin C, are you using the bathroom frequently enough to get rid of toxins or build up in your body? So your gut health is very important to your skin health, and that's what we try to start off with. Decreasing the amount of dairy that you take in is especially important, and your oils and trans fats.
So during the assessment part, we definitely go through a check, because what you eat, the time of day you work, what kind of work you do.
Yes.
If you're living a sedentary lifestyle, all of those things play a part. So it's not just coming for a peel and we just slap a peel on for you. I want to see the whole picture.
Yes.
Because I can give you a peel, but if you are eating bacon, egg, and cheese, mac and cheese every day, we're just washing our hands and wiping it on the floor. And Carla and I operate at the highest level of integrity. If you're not going to be compliant, I'm not going to just keep giving you things because you can afford them. There's a time where you have to say, hey, you're not following the instructions. Not only are you wasting your time and money, you're also taking away time from someone who really is passionate about getting back on track. So we're going to have to suspend your coming here for a little bit until you get yourself together. We'll be here. We love you. But we're not going to just keep taking money to take money. That's not why we created this business.
And we operate in truth. And we say, you have to take the skincare oath with us, because 75% of the work is the work of the client. It's not us. But when you leave here, we did a chemical peel because we have access to high medical grade products, right? But when you go home, you're the one that have to do their skincare, your nighttime routine, removing your makeup, making sure you're not taking too many sugars. You're the one that have to do that. Having a skincare journal so we can understand what your patterns are like, what your eating patterns are like, and what you're putting into your body. That's all your work as meaning the client's work. The rest of it is, slightly ours, 25%, I should say.
Can you have clients that overdo coming in and tell them, hey, let's just try to do this slow it down a bit?
We don't have clients that overdo coming in.
Okay.
We also set the expectation when you come in, right?
Okay.
So we're like, they're like, how often should I come in for a facial? We're like, we like to see you every 4 to 6 weeks, right? And we can push it to 8 if we need to, especially if you're on a maintenance track, right? We can push it out to 8 weeks. But if you're on a corrective track, which a lot of our clients are, we may want to see you more frequently, maybe every 4 weeks. So it depends on what track that we put you in.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're debunking the black doesn't crack. We have to actually.
Oh, it cracks if it's ashy and dry. Yes, it does.
Oh, it cracks. Right? It cracks at a lower rate or a slower rate. Yeah, but it cracks.
Right. Growing up, who were your beauty inspirations, and how has that evolved into who you both are today?
My mother.
Yeah.
Like, you don't tag that.
My mom, her skin is beautiful. Like, sometimes I look at her like, oh, I can't stand it. Right? But we're of Haitian descent. And, you know, the Haitians are, you understand, they're drinking their teas and their associates and they're cleansing their blood and they're doing everything necessary, you know, to ensure that their inner health is good. Right? And my mother is clearly one of those people. And she's also one of the cold cream people. Like, she's not going to bed without moisturizing her skin, and she doesn't have any dark marks or hyperpigmentation. And you know, that's not,
she's always drinking something.
She's always drinking some turmeric or something.
Right.
You know, cold bell, and you know, she's always like, your skin has to be glistening and it has to be glowing. So she's always been teaching us about appearance, and your face is your passport.
Okay.
People always say your face is your passport, so it has to look clean and presentable.
Honey, if that passport is expired,
girl. And we just recently celebrated her 66th birthday. And put a picture. She could look like our sister, which is not a great
thing. She does. No, I've seen it. I was like, she does. I was like, okay, look, she's getting down. Look at her.
She's youthful on the outside and on the inside. So she's our role model when it comes to skin.
Yeah. And so what do you guys do at home? Like, what's your beauty secret? I mean, I know you guys have access to the exclusive. You can just walk in and do whatever.
We're never not doing something, right? Because we also get sent a lot of products. I'm usually the test dummy. Because my skin is a little bit more oily and durable than Wendy's skin. I'm just saying. So we're never not doing anything on our skin, whether we're doing a chemical peel or lip fillers or Botox or laser or anything. It's just like we're always doing something on our skin. So right now I have a chemical peel on, and probably next week I'll be done peeling.
And what happens with that? It's like what, about a week that it starts to break down?
So I'm in the first phase right now, so it's about day 1. So it's not fully peeling yet, but if I was in person, you'll see a lot of dry marks and tightness where the skin is gonna, the dead skin cells are gonna fall off, and you'll see the nice rejuvenated cells come push forward. It also helps with dark marks and hyperpigmentation. Because I just recently did I tried a product that didn't go well with me. So I am removing some of the hyperpigmentation from it, but that's okay. This is something I do all the time. And we always try the products before we present the products to anyone. So if it doesn't work well on me, it's not going to work well on anyone else.
Right. And how would you say, if someone, you know, like myself, I come in on a Sunday, but I have to be to work by Monday, how am I functioning throughout the week? Am I putting a mask on? Like, am I like, do I have to wear a visor? Like, what am I doing to ensure
So for all of our clients who have jobs where they're client facing or they have to go somewhere, go to the office, I try to tell them to plan it better, right? So coming on Sunday, you're going to start peeling on Wednesday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then, so you're in the thick of it, right? So, but if you come on a Wednesday, you'll start peeling on Friday and you'll have the weekend to do the bulk of the peeling. So I map it out for them. So they're able to, they're like, okay, I can do most. So by the time Monday hits, or if you want to take an extra day and just be done by Tuesday, 90% of the peeling is done. So it's all about like doing the math and calculating and planning it out what's going to be best for your client.
Okay, chemical peel on the appointments. Now that I know, I would have never thought of that. That's actually really smart. Yeah, okay, so it takes about that amount of time. Would it be rapid for different people, or it's pretty much the same? It doesn't really.
It's standard.
Across the board standard.
What do you guys both love about being a Black woman?
Ooh, versatility.
Listen.
Versatility.
Yeah, I love our language.
Yeah,
we speak a different language. We speak a language that I think only Black women understand.
Yeah, like with our eyes, the nonverbal.
Or you could say, "Okay, red dress."
Yeah, we get it.
Give a compliment to someone just by stating what they're wearing. Okay, curls. Yeah. So it's the way we uplift each other as well. Because we live in a society where women of color are not deemed to be the most beautiful, but to us we are.
But we are the culture.
We are the culture. We create the culture. We create the vibe. And I'm so happy that I'm seeing more and more. My daughter's 16 and they're coming into their generation and they're like, oh no, Black girls are it. We slay. We're our natural hair.
If I had to be born again,
me too.
Make me a Black girl.
Yeah, I say that all the time. God, make me a Black girl.
It's privilege.
It's a privilege to be Black, and we're walking in our privilege every single day.
Yeah.
Right. So what is a favorite feature of yourself? Like, it doesn't have to be physical.
Mine is my nose.
Yeah. Like
my nose, because I just love it. And I have my dad's features as far as nose and cheekbones. Wendy looks like exactly like my mom.
Yes, she does.
My mom would always obsess about my nose, like Haitians, they're like,
I know. Oh my gosh, what is that about?
Growing up, I never thought about my nose. I always felt like it's the size that it's supposed to be. Like, it never bothered me.
Mine is my nose.
Yeah. My favorite feature are my cheeks.
Me too.
I love how round and shiny and pronounced they are. No matter how fluffy I am or wherever I am on my weight loss journey, they are so pronounced. So I like how much joy comes through my cheeks.
So we're approaching Valentine's Day. And I would just love to know, what is FDL? What is going to be the vibes there for as we're doing any specials? Is there anything that anyone should be surprised with? Is there a performance that I need to come up to go see?
I know, right? First of all, we just took down our Christmas tree today, right?
Why did you keep it up and just change it to
Valentine's? I'm obsessed with Christmas.
It was silly to have this tree.
But I'm obsessed with Christmas, so I tried to hold on to the feeling of Christmas as much as I can.
Yeah.
But we took it down today to put up our Valentine's Day decor, and we do a lot of hearts and balloons and love. Great. So for Valentine's Day, we always do like a Galentine's Day event.
Oh, cute.
Where everyone comes in, and we have drinks and stuff like that. But for us, we celebrate each other at home. We have this tradition at home where we do a Valentine's Day family dinner where we buy stuff and balloons and cakes and kids for the kids and for the moms.
We wear red. It's so corny, but it's so fun.
Yeah. But it's all like you said. It's all about like community, right?
Yeah,
and just energy. Yeah.
So we are going to be doing a Valentine's Day event here that we do every year.
Okay. Great. Well, my last question, what's a takeaway beauty secret that you can share with our viewers?
Mine is retinol.
Yeah, you took it.
Retinol.
You stole my idea.
Okay, you'll do the retinol. And mine is SPF. I have two.
Yes. You have two.
Must use SPF.
Okay, must use SPF.
I changed my mind.
There's no way.
Well, you can get her retinol back. I love hyaluronic serum. I love hyaluronic serum.
Oh, hyaluronic serums, yes.
Yeah, because the hydration, there's this thing like when you're in the summer, like you put your hyaluronic on and you have this nice dewy glow. And even if you put a little foundation or if you put a little something on there, you still look nice and hydrated. I love that look. So it would be hyaluronic then retinol for me.
Now with the hyaluronic, just because I do that too, I'm sorry guys, I'm actually trying to find out for myself.
You're
Would it be too much for anyone? I mean, so if you have oily skin, would it still be okay to still use the hyaluronic serum?
Yeah.
Yes. Whether you have oily skin, dry skin, combo, you should always hydration.
Yeah.
So that's why we try to tell our clients hydration is key after protection, because when your skin is dry, you're exposed to cracks and damage of the barrier, your acid mantle, the outermost layer of your skin. When it's dry, the barrier is like impaired and you really can't go back. It's harder to go back if you're not hydrated. So we always tell everyone after protection, you want to hydrate your skin. So like I said, mine is SPF versus hyaluronic.
Yeah, you know what? Another thought just came to me. Is there treatments that is more prevalent during seasons versus like the winter versus the summer? And what would you recommend?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I know like with makeup, it's like, oh, you have to go lighter or darker because of, how cold it can be and how warm it can be in the summer months. So is there anything that you do in the winter months that say, hey, we recommend doing this, and in the summer you would do this?
Yes, we do chemical peels in the winter. We're in peel season and laser season right now because everyone's trying to get ready for the summer. We try to avoid doing chemical peels in the summertime, mainly because of the sun exposure.
Unless you're like a super seasoned,
peeler,
like you know what to do, client. But chemical peels right now,
chemical peels now are best because it's colder. Your skin can handle a little bit more, and we can add more hydration.
And if you look crazy, it's winter. Ain't nobody checking for you.
Exactly.
In the summertime, we focus on purely hydration. So we do a lot more facial. We do a lot of oxygen dome facials. We do hydrofacials in the summertime, microneedling in the summertime.
Wow.
So that's what we use for the summer.
Okay. Well, guys, give us all your handles. Give us where everyone's going to be able to find you. I already have the address, but I know, I'll let Carla and Wendy share.
So we're located at 1468 Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, 11210. You can find us on Instagram at Fleur De Lis Beauty, on our website at www.fdlbeauty.com.
And we just got a TikTok.
We got a TikTok.
At FDL Beauty.
At FDL Beauty.
Yeah, it's at FDL Beauty on TikTok.
That's a lot.
I know, right? But that's pretty much it for now. Or you can call us at 718-650-2659.
How often do you guys do it?
We're here every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're here every day, except for Monday.
It's so funny that you ask that because people come in here and they're like, what are you guys doing here? We're like,
what do you mean?
We live here. We work the business and run the business.
Yeah.
And it's so fascinating to see people shocked because they're not expecting us to be here.
Yeah, because when someone gets to a certain point, they're just like, okay, great. Now that we have a running business, we can come in maybe, it's like a doctor. It's like, I come in twice a week or something, because I just want to see my clients or whatever. And then just like, or go somewhere else.
To that point, but also, I love the clients.
Oh,
I think that's the goal. When I tell you, our clients are so diverse in fields and personalities. And so whenever I feel like they're like my networking buddies, and if I need a writer, I'm like, girl, can you help me write this paper real quick? Or if I need a lawyer, or if I need, it's just a scientist. Right? We were looking into a product the other day because we want to start a skincare line, and we called up our client who's a scientist, right?
Oh,
and she's
wow.
like, do this or do that. So it's pretty cool to have access to so many amazing women of color that you would never have access to.
I love that.
Yeah, so it's really awesome, and that's why I think it's taking us so long to step away from it.
I know, but we need to. We need to, because we want to open up other locations because we want everybody to have access to all of this. So eventually we'll get there.
Yeah. Is that the future for FDL? Another location?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's definitely the future, but there's a lot more in the future.
Okay. Cough, DC.
Cough.
Well, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate this, guys. You have all their handles. Check them out. Valentine's Day is coming up. It doesn't have to be with your significant other. Go with your sister.
Yeah,
Go
come have some champagne with us.
yeah, you okay? Get the champagne. Get the Vive Clicquot going.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.